And good afternoon, everyone. I'm CBS 19 Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony here in the CBS 19 Weather Center. We are discussing severe weather today, and I will let you in on a little secret. I'm keeping tabs with the National Weather Service. They are currently in a phone call with the Storm Prediction Center. There should be a tornado watch issued in East Texas very soon. We are streaming, of course, on our Facebook app and also on CBS19.tv and the YouTube channel. If need be, of course, we will go live on CBS 19 and with our Alpha Media radio partners, and then we'll track the severe weather through the afternoon. Right now, light rain in Tyler. That's all we're seeing. Broadway Square Mall seeing some light rain currently. We have some thunderstorms that have moved into Moore Station in noonday over toward Chandler. So right on the Henderson and Smith County line at this time. Waiting to see who joins us here this afternoon on our Facebook page. We'll try to answer any questions we can for you, letting you know maybe when the severe weather threat will move on in. But right now, just kind of taking a look at CBS 19 radar again. These are increasing thunderstorms around Moore Station, and that's going to be the trend as we head into the afternoon. Increasing strength here in the thunderstorms. So there is some concern that these eventually will go a bit stronger, perhaps even severe. Gilmer right now quieted down after some thunderstorms were there. They have moved up toward Ore City and away. We'll zoom in here on Longview. Right now currently dry in Longview. That's good news for the time being. All right, decent storm coming through Palestine, says Herschel. Thank you, Herschel. Yes. When will it move into Hallsville? Likely later on this afternoon, though you may catch a thunderstorm out in Hallsville within the next couple of hours. But the stronger storms right now are just north of Frankston toward Moore Station. Herschel was talking about one toward Palestine, which I'll show you in just a second. There's a thunderstorm southeast of Henderson in southeastern Rusk County that will brush up toward western parts of Panola County and then move up to the north. So there's the thunderstorm in Palestine. That's headed toward Natchez and up toward Frankston, Jacksonville. And this thunderstorm just west of Rusk, if you live in Rusk right now, it's likely raining, but you're hearing the thunder in the distance not too far away. And again, we're coming on here this afternoon on our Facebook page and on CBS19.tv and, of course, our YouTube channel to bring you these live updates. We'll do this for about 15 minutes. We'll take a break. We get more updates, we'll come back on. If we get a tornado warning that's issued, that's when we would break into programming and, of course, go what we call wall-to-wall. And then what you would do is you can take your CBS 19 app on your phone. You can go into your shelter, and then you can continue to follow along through the app and, of course, through the Facebook page, because we would have all of those three things going on at the same time. Some questions coming in about Berryville, which we'll talk about in just a second. We've had some pop-up storms with lightning in Crockett. What are the worst storms expected? Crockett did have a pretty stronger thunderstorm go through there not too long ago. I would expect now between essentially 2 and 4 in the Crockett area for your strongest storms. And then we'll look out to the west here where stronger storms should develop and move up to the east. Here's a little wider view. You can see right now we have some thunderstorms moving out of Camp County into Morris County. These will eventually move up into Cass and Bowie County and move out of the area. This whole cluster of showers and thunderstorms, you can see it's passing by Crockett. Nacogdoches within the next hour, you'll get a heavy thunderstorm. Southern parts of Cherokee County, also heavy thunderstorms. Again, they're not warned at this time, but they are increasing and they're moving into an environment. It's really about what the environment looks like today. It's not so much that these are strong thunderstorms and they'll be moving through the area. They can be non-severe and then they'll move into the environment that is more supportive of severe thunderstorms, and these would intensify as they move up to the northeast. So right in this area, I'd say from Mount Pleasant to Gilmer, Jefferson, Longview, Henderson, and really back here, it's kind of this, if I drew a little line here, it'd be sort of this oblong shape or sort of a comma shape, perhaps, a backwards comma, that we would have the best instability that would be more supportive of severe thunderstorms later on as the afternoon goes on. But you can see these showers and thunderstorms have really grown in size and strength as they're moving to the northeast. They also have a lot of heavy rain with them. So another thing to think about is heavy rainfall. But we are looking at the possibility today of damaging winds and also the potential for a few strong tornadoes. San Augustine here. Hi, Catherine. Thanks for joining in. Let's see. Brownsboro, White House, and Jacksonville. All right, so Jacksonville, you're just about ready to get into some heavy thunderstorms. Again, not severe, but there could be some winds that develop as they move into Jacksonville that could be supportive of severe thunderstorm wind gusts, which would be greater than 58 miles an hour. All right, these will move up toward Berryville. Same holds true for Berryville. I think everywhere you live today, we've got these scattered showers and thunderstorms coming through. It's just a matter of timing here, and most likely the timing is going to be 2 to 5 o'clock. Looking down here toward Crockett, that thunderstorm has moved up into Grapeland, where it's a pretty heavy thunderstorm right now over toward Centralia. Toward Pollock, again, that's headed toward Nacogdoches. Here's our satellite and radar animation. This is the storm itself out here. And so this is going to lift northward, and winds are going to increase out of the south as the afternoon goes on. So that's why you can see these showers and thunderstorms here over deep East Texas, maybe closer to Houston. These will all be moving to the northeast, a cluster that moves up into eastern parts of really, I would say, closer to the Louisiana border. I would call that extreme East Texas, but also back here closer to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, another cluster of showers and thunderstorms should develop, and then those will move up to the east. So we're essentially looking at some very strong thunderstorms in this whole region here. That's why the Storm Prediction Center has the area in orange in an enhanced risk, meaning intense thunderstorms and a few tornadoes are going to be possible. We're also monitoring the Storm Prediction Center and the National Weather Service chat rooms, where we get some information from emergency managers, some inside information from the National Weather Service that we quickly pass on to you. Tornado threat today is elevated. The hatched area means that in anywhere in this yellow area, we could have a strong EF2 tornado. It doesn't mean that all of these areas see that. It's probability based on the dynamics and the conditions coming together, that somewhere in here you have the possibility or there is at least a 10% chance that that could happen. And again, that's spread out through a large area. So many of us will have rain, thunderstorms, and may not even experience any type of severe weather. But the probability exists for a chance for a strong tornado in excess of EF2, so 111 to 135 miles an hour. Cannot rule that out in this area. In addition, an enhanced risk of wind gusts in excess of 75 miles an hour. Those are damaging wind gusts. They would certainly do some damage. This is what the sky looks like right now over Tyler. And we've got some very cloudy skies coming through at this time. Stormy looking clouds, stormy looking skies at this time. Let's see. Talking about Keithville, Louisiana. I'll try to cover that in a little bit. Lynn is watching from Henderson. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for what's up with this storm. Houston and Anderson County. Audra wants to know about Houston and Anderson County. So I'll back up and we'll try to cover those areas again. Athens, Kilgore now kind of chiming in. And again, I'm only going to go for a few minutes here, and then we'll take a break because we're going to get likely get a tornado watch that'll be issued within the next few minutes. And so because of that, we're going to have to essentially kind of re-rack everything and then get ready in case we have a tornado warning. Then, of course, we would be back on our Facebook page, CBS 19, and, of course, our YouTube channel. That's the storm itself. I'm just going to go backwards through the radars so that we can essentially see what's going on. There was a question about Henderson. Heavy thunderstorms, not right now, not severe. Palestine to Jacksonville. Crockett just had a thunderstorm pass, but there's more moving up into that area. So in Trinity, Houston County, you've got showers and thunderstorms coming back through. Watch for heavy downpours, dangerous lightning. It'll be this area up toward Gilmer, Longview, Henderson, Jefferson, the area that has not yet been touched by these thunderstorms. That cell there, in some of the data that I looked at, has a chance to start rotating as it moves to the north. So we'll keep an eye on that. It could produce some hail. There are little indications of hail within each storm here. As we go back here through Grapeland up toward Elkhart, just to the east of Elkhart, there's a pretty strong storm in that vicinity there. Up toward Mount Pleasant, you've got a heavier thunderstorm. But again, that's moving toward Casboe County, not toward Longview, Gilmer, or Jefferson. So it's this area here that we'll continue to watch. Lufkin, we saw on the Facebook question about Lufkin. So in Lufkin, we do have some thunderstorms that are moving in. Again, not severe toward Hemp Hill. There's a non-severe thunderstorm in that area, but got to keep an eye on it. Beckville, Sarah's watching from Beckville and watching carefully as those thunderstorms should be moving into Beckville within the next, let's say, 2 hours. Bullard, within, I think, the same thing. So you got thunderstorms just southwest of Bullard. just toward Moore Station. These are the heavier thunderstorms. This is going to be moving toward Mount Silliman, Frankston, Bullard, toward Flint. I think White House is also kind of in the path of this storm. So let me put a track on that for you. I can easily do that. It's moving northeast, and these are moving northeast at roughly 45 miles an hour. These storms are screaming overhead today thanks to the upper level winds that are driving these storms. And those upper level winds are in the order of 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. So these are powerful storm steering winds aloft. So if any of that motion there at, say, 5,000, 8,000 feet off the ground is transferred down to the surface, then we've got those kind of strong wind gusts in addition to that. All right, so Jacksonville, you're in this thunderstorm till at about 118, so it's just on your doorstep. Nacogdoches 132, Troop 135, Laneville about 144. I would put Bullard, Troop in that same kind of category. Kilgore 201, Tatum 216 as this lifts up to the northeast. Again, that's not severe, but you can see all the lightning, and it is increasing across the area. So just checking back with the Weather Service one more time before we take this break. We do have a tornado watch now. Okay, so we'll see if we can get this tornado watch. Let me share this with you. This is going to be for Angelina, Camp, Cass, Cherokee, Franklin, Gregg, Harrison, Marion, Morris, Nacogdoches, Panola, Rusk, San Augustine, Shelby, Smith, including the city of Tyler, Titus, Upshur, and Wood County. So I believe Gregg County was included in that, and that includes the city of Longview, Nacogdoches, and the city of Nacogdoches. Also, I think Angelina was one of the first ones, yes, in the city of Lufkin. So essentially all of East Texas is under a tornado watch now. We'll start crawling that information at the bottom of your screen. And let me see if I can just kind of add in that watch parameter for you. We'll clear out this, we'll clear that out, and we will, let's see, widen everything out. We'll add back into watches. And when we do that, we might be able to see the watch box here that's issued. That's the, there it is. That's one. There's two other watches that are issued. Okay, that's interesting. All right. So thanks for bearing with me. What time for Longview? Longview is probably, you're going to get your first round of thunderstorms in Longview just after 2 o'clock. Rain in Joinerville. Hope that's all we get. Yes, we're hoping that too. Bullard, I'd say between 2 and 2:15. Lindale close to 2:30 with some thunderstorms that are going to be moving out of this area here. So this is the tornado watch box, at least one of those that has been issued with the coordination from the Shreveport office. The Houston National Weather Service office also issuing the tornado watch, and that does include Angelina County into Houston County. So let me just go over that again. And if you if you're watching from McCurtain County, Oklahoma, by the way, there is a severe thunderstorm warning up there with a tornado watch possible. This watch goes until 9 p.m. this evening. So the tornado watch is until 9. Let's see. It includes all of the Texas counties that are under the National Weather Service office coverage, county warning area for Shreveport. But again, you got some counties down here to the south that it looks like maybe just a little portion of Angelina County. But I saw Angelina County included. Let me double check on the Houston County, make sure, see if they are currently in that watch. So this is a pretty fluid situation as that data is coming out. So again, the counties included are Wood, Upshur, Titus, Smith, Shelby, San Augustine, Rusk, Panola, Nacogdoches, Morris, Marion, Harrison, Franklin, Cass. Okay, so Houston and Trinity counties are not included. San Augustine County is, though, so this watch box probably extends a little farther to the south. So is Sabine County. So this watch box just needs to go down a little bit farther to the south, but that goes until 9 o'clock tonight. All right, so we'll go back here and walk through this one more time, and then we'll take a break. Let you get on to your planning for severe weather this afternoon. Heavier thunderstorm here is just down toward Bullard, toward Flint, crossing Lake Palestine. I'd be very careful. If you know anybody on Lake Palestine, hopefully they're coming off of the lake real soon. Jacksonville's into this thunderstorm, Rusk into that thunderstorm, and that will move up to the northeast at 45 miles an hour. That'll continue to move all the way over toward Overton and Henderson here. I just want to zoom in have a couple more cities pop up. So New Summerfield, Gallatin, eventually over toward Reclaw. This is part of the storm down here in Alto right now in heavy thunderstorm, seeing that. And back toward Mound City. And then we've got the thunderstorm up toward Blackjack. And let me zoom in on southern parts of Smith County. So Bullard, yeah, within minutes, Troop within minutes. The thunderstorms are arriving there. Again, not severe. ARP, non-severe thunderstorms will roll into that area. So you'll be able to kind of see this as I put this into motion. So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with these thunderstorms here moving into an environment that could be ripe for a tornado or a severe thunderstorm. All right, so one more check of any questions to see if I can answer anything. Flint, within question, you're going to have heavy thunderstorms. Can you give me an idea of what to expect in Chapel Hill, Winona, Red Springs area for northeast Smith County? All right, so Josh Joplin, yes. So Josh, these heavier thunderstorms are going to move into that area here by 2 o'clock this afternoon, if not sooner than that. Heavy rain, dangerous lightning. There may be some wind gusts close to 50, 60 miles an hour with those. It could be strengthening. I can't rule out that we couldn't have a tornado warning embedded in that cell, but right now these are heavy thunderstorms tracking toward Gregg and northeastern Smith County. Hopefully that helps Josh out and he can spread that word out to everybody else. Ashley, further east, will probably be more severe, including northeast Smith County. Okay, so that is from State Highway 14 further east. What about Kilgore? All of these thunderstorms eventually will move up to Kilgore. I mean, if you're watching this afternoon, you'll at least have heavy thunderstorms. The threat is there for those damaging wind gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour. In some instances, more than 70 miles an hour. There's also that threat for a tornado warning. Right now, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings and or tornado warnings in place. We have a tornado watch in effect until 9 o'clock. So I'll just kind of, the city of Longview, all quiet right now. Gilmer, a few light rain showers moving in. You have the thunderstorm out toward Chandler, back toward Noonday, over toward Chapel Hills, light rain, but that thunderstorm is just approaching Bullard currently. So within the next few minutes, it'll be headed up into that direction. All right, just kind of scrolling through the cities that I've kind of outlined, picked up here. So there's northeastern Smith County. We have these thunderstorms that are coming out of Cherokee County that'll move up into Smith County and eventually across I-20. So this area that I'm looking at here would be an area that may start to see some stronger thunderstorms. These thunderstorms are moving into this environment where the shear rates are a little bit higher. The shear numbers are higher here, especially as we get closer to 2 and 3 o'clock. So I really think these might be interacting in that environment that it will be really ripe for some spinning supercells here in the next few minutes. This goes by, we may have to still watch this area out here to the west for additional development. At least the data, the modeling guidance tells us that's what's going to happen. Right now, this is not playing out like that. This has just become a lot of thunderstorms moving into that area of high shear. So certainly something to keep an eye on. You can see how those storms are just lifting northward. All right, so let's go. I'm going to go back and reassess. I hope you guys got some information out of this. Sure, absolutely, Josh, anytime. Let's be in touch today so we can keep the public safe. All right, so thank you very much for watching, for checking in with us this afternoon. We're going to go take a break here on our Facebook page and from our YouTube channel and from CBS19.tv. We will stream again as we go into the afternoon and we get a little better if we have any warnings that are issued, but we'll probably do another update here by 2 o'clock, even if there aren't any other updates or other warnings issued. Have a great afternoon, everyone. Make sure that you have your severe weather plan in place. You know where you're sheltering and 2 ways to get warnings. Thanks for watching. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony.